Yes, 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 yes,
I believe in the Church of Baseball. I've tried all the major religions and most of the minor ones. I've worshipped Buddha, Allah, Brahma, Vishnu, Siva, trees, mushrooms, and Isadora Duncan. I know things. For instance, there are 108 beads in a Catholic rosary, and there are 108 stitches in a baseball. When I learned that, I gave Jesus a chance. But it just didn't work out between us. The Lord laid too much guilt on me. I prefer metaphysics to theology. You see, there's no guilt in baseball, and it's never boring, which makes it like sex. There's never been a ball player slept with me who didn't have the best year of his career. Making love is like hitting a baseball. You just gotta relax and concentrate. Besides, I'd never sleep with a player hitting under 250, well, unless he had a lot of RBIs or was a great glove man up the middle. You see, there's a certain amount of life wisdom I give these boys. I can expand their minds. Sometimes when I've got a ball player alone, I'll just read Emily Dickinson or Walt Whitman to him. And the guys are so sweet, they always stay and listen. Of course, a guy will listen to anything if he thinks it's foreplay. I make them feel confident, and they make me feel safe and pretty. Of course, what I give them lasts a lifetime. What they give me lasts 142 games. Sometimes it seems like a bad trade. But bad trades are part of baseball. I mean, who can forget Frank Robinson for Milt Pappas, for God's sake? It's a long season, and you gotta trust it. I've tried them all, I really have. And the only church that truly feeds the soul day in, day out is the Church of Baseball.
The Church of Baseball is one of the most revered in America. Each year, millions go to these landmark cathedrals of sports and convene to cheer on their favorite teams and players. There is a reason why baseball is, and always will be, America's pastime. It is also the subject of arguably one of the greatest sports films ever made. Released in 1988 and directed by former minor league baseball player Ron Shelton, Bull Durham tells the story of Ebby Calvin Nuke LaLoosh, played by Tim Robbins, a rookie pitcher with a cannon arm but a 5-cent head. Crash Davis, played by baseball fan Kevin Costner, in his first of 3 great baseball films, is the aging catcher brought in to school him on the game of baseball. And temptress Annie Savoy, played by Susan Sarandon, who every year picks one player to have a relationship with, and they go on to have the best seasons of their careers. The film takes place with the real minor league baseball team, the Durham Bulls, located in Durham, North Carolina. They are now a minor league affiliate of the Tampa Bay Rays. Once the relationship between LaLoosh and Davis begins to evolve, the team starts to win. And Savoy, who has chosen LaLoosh as her relationship for the season, begins to have feelings for Davis. In our first scene, we will listen to the first meeting between Davis and LaLoosh. Then, when both are propositioned by Savoy, Davis states what he believes and in the process creates one of the most revered speeches in sports cinema history.
You boys gonna fight over little old Meg?
No. Let's go. Step outside and party, man.
Oh, don't be such guys. No, Max, let's town.
Oh, sure. You coming or not, old boy?
Look, I don't believe in fighting, all right? Let's just... Oh, that's really sweet. I don't believe... All right. Take the first shot at me.
No way, man. I don't hit no man first.
All right, then. Hit me in the chest with that.
I'd kill you.
Yeah? From what I hear, you couldn't hit water if you fell out of a boat. Throw it. Throw it. Come on. Right in the chest.
No way.
Come on, mate. You're not going to hit me because you're starting to think about it already. Huh? Starting to think how embarrassing it would be to miss in front of all these people? How somebody might laugh? Come on, Rook. Show us that $1 million arm, because I got a good idea about that 5-cent head of yours.
Nail it. Drop him.
Ball 4.
Who the f are you, man? Good punch.
I'm Crash Davis. I'm your new catcher, and you just got lesson number 1. Don't think. Can only hurt the ball club. Come inside, I'll buy you a drink.
No problem. My new catcher.
And now, our next clip.
These are the ground rules. I hook up with one guy a season. Usually takes me a couple weeks to pick the guy. It's kind of my own spring training. And, well, you two are the most promising prospects of the season so far. So I just thought we should kind of get to know each other.
Time out. Why do you get to choose?
What?
Why do you get to choose? I mean, why don't I get to choose? Why doesn't he get to choose?
Well, actually, nobody on this planet ever really chooses each other. I mean, it's all a question of quantum physics, molecular attraction, and timing. I mean, there are laws we don't understand that bring us together and tear us apart. I mean, it's like pheromones. You get 3 ants together, they can't do different. They can build a cathedral.
So is somebody gonna go to bed with somebody or what?
Honey, you are a regular nuclear meltdown. You better cool off. Wait, where are you going?
After 12 years in the minor leagues, I don't try out. Besides, I don't believe in quantum physics when it comes to matters of the heart.
What do you believe in then?
Well, I believe in the soul. The small of a woman's back, the hanging curveball, high fiber, good scotch, but the novels of Susan Sontag are self-indulgent, overrated crap. I believe Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone. I believe there ought to be a constitutional amendment outlawing AstroTurf and the designated hitter. I believe in the sweet spot, softcore pornography, opening your presents Christmas morning rather than Christmas Eve, and I believe in long, slow, deep, soft, wet kisses that last 3 days. Good night.
Oh, my. Crash?
Hey, Annie, what's all this molecule stuff?
Crash? Crash, wait. Look, all I want is a date. I'm not going to fall in love with you or nothing.
I'm not interested in a woman who's interested in that boy. Good night.
Well, I'm not interested yet.
Who you calling a boy?
See you at the yard, meet.
Damn, nobody's ever said no to a date with me before.
He's crazy. I want you bad.
Although this film is some parts romance film and some parts buddy film, and both elements do work very well, this is primarily a sports movie. It never fails. Whenever I go to a ballpark, I always hear quotes from the film being yelled by fans to other fans or even to players. One of those quotes is lollygaggers. This scene comes from when the manager of the Bulls wants to break them out of a slump, and Crash convinces him to, quote-unquote, scare them. And then, as an example of the relationship that Nuke and Crash Davis have, We hear Crash convince Nuke to throw something other than a fastball, and uses some very unconventional means to do so.
Hell of a shot. Sorry it got wasted. Jeez. I don't know what to do with these guys. I beg, I plead, I try to be a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. I don't... Huh?
They're kids. Scare them. That's what I do.
Yeah. Everybody into the shower! Anybody in the shower in 10 seconds gonna get fined $100! Larry!
1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi,
Get in
5
there.
Mississippi,
Hurry it up.
6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi, 9 Mississippi, 10 Mississippi.
You guys, you lollygag the ball around the infield. You lollygag your way down to first. You lollygag in and out of the dugout. Do you know what that makes you, Larry?
Lollygaggers.
Lollygaggers. What's our record, Larry?
8 and 16.
8 and 16. How'd we ever win 8?
It's a miracle.
It's a miracle. This is a simple game. You throw the ball, you hit the ball, you catch the ball. You got it? Now we have got a 12-day road trip starting tomorrow. Let's leave 6 in the morning.
And now, Nuke and Crash on the mound.
All right, nobody's gone out there.
Why is he calling for a curveball? I want to bring heat. Shake him off. Throw what you want.
Hey! Why are you shaking me off? Huh?
I want to bring the heater to announce my presence with authority.
To announce your what?
Announce my presence with authority.
To announce your presence with authority? This guy's a first ball fastball hitter. He's looking for heat.
Oh, yeah? So what? He ain't seen my heat.
All right, mate. Give him your heat.
Why is he always calling me meat? I'm the guy driving a Porsche.
Fastball.
Come on, Nuke. Slow down, boy. Slow down. Take your time.
Home run for Bert Brooks of the Fayetteville Generals.
What are you doing? Huh? What are you doing standing here? I give you a gift. You stand here, show up my pitcher. Run, dummy! See the ball. Well, he really hit the, didn't he?
Held it like an egg.
Yeah, and he scrambled the son of a bitch. Look at that. He hit the ball. Guy gets a free steak. You having fun yet?
Oh, yeah. I'm having a blast. Thanks.
Good.
God, the sucker teed off in that like he knew I was going to throw a fastball.
He did know.
How?
I told him.
All right, one down now. Nobody out. One down. Come on, Nuke, you're the man. Nobody. Chuck on, kid. You got anything?
Don't think, just throw. Don't think, just throw.
What makes Bull Durham great is its endearing qualities. It is not just a movie about baseball. It is a movie about love, fear of getting older, looking for togetherness, and yes, baseball. But to just call it a sports movie is criminal. That is because it is so much more. This film does not have your cliched sports ending, storylines, or moments. It creates its own moments and its own cliches. And that is why it is not only great, but is timeless as the sport it portrays. Join me next week as we look at one of the greatest films ever made, Elia Kazan's masterpiece, On the Waterfront, starring Marlon Brando. For WMNH and Matt Connarton Unleashed, this has been a classic film review with Erich
5,
Pilcher.
6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, rock. 9, 10, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, rock. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Put your glad rags on, join me home. We'll have some fun when the clock strikes 1. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 2, 3, and 4, if the band slows down, we'll yell for more. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the chimes ring 5, 6, and 7, we'll be right in 7th heaven. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. Oh, when it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 2, I'll be going strong, and so will you. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. We're gonna rock, rock, rock till broad daylight. We're gonna rock around the clock tonight. When the clock strikes 12,